One of these times I'm hoping this is my thumbnail, but it's up to YouTube. Anyway, I'm glad that sphere looks much better on your screen than it looks to me in person, because it looks really weird. Anyway, spheres. If you don't know how to spell sphere, just don't say that. Awesome. Sphere is S-P-H-E-R-E. Sphere you know as balls. Yeah, just about that. They're a ball. Or the sun, or anything that is spherical in nature. So this is the equation for spheres. Thing I want to point out to you, and I will point out to you in the next one, anything that has to do with a circle of any kind, like that's a circle inside there, that's a circle. Circles are all over spheres. Sphere is the 3D circle. You're going to deal with pi. I know we really didn't get to talk about pi a lot, mostly because we didn't actually get to volume to talk about pi, but pi deals with circles. Anytime you have a circle, you have pi. Cool thing about this one is, if you took a sphere and you fill it full of water, and then you dump that into a cube, you could fill a cube 1 time plus an extra 1/3, hence the 4/3 here, full. So you could fill a cube, dump it out, and then fill another third of that cube with just one sphere. Hence the 4/3 is where the equation comes from. Everything is based on cubes. Everything. That's why we're going to call this cubic gallons, cubic feet, cubic dirt, whatever you want to fill this full. Normally it's cubic nerds I fill these full of, but you can't guess the nerds this time, which is okay, because it ended up being like millions of nerds fills the sphere. It's really bad. And I have to count it all, but it's worth it just to see your faces. Anyway, r is our new variable this time. So we haven't done a lot with circles this year, I realize now. R means radius, and basically, hopefully you remember this from a previous year, radius is from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle, okay? All the way across we call diameter, represented by a D. Radius is just half. It's just outside of the circle to the center. That's the radius, okay? So in this case I need to know what my radius is, and then I just multiply everything else as we go. So let's say my radius is, let's keep it simple and we'll just say it's 3. R equals 3 in this case. So we're going to replace R with 3. 3 cubed. Okay? 3 cubed is 3 times 3, which is 9, times 3 again, that's 27. So I end up with 27. Okay? Then you're going to take your handy dandy calculators, or if you can do this in your head, I'll be impressed. And you're going to multiply 27 by 4. It should get you 108. Okay? And you're wondering why I did that. It's because 27 over 1, we multiply across, ignore the pi for now. We're going to have 108 over 3. Again, just ignoring our pi, just kind of hangs out there. And then we do 108 divided by 3, which, if I recall, I'm pretty sure means it's 24? 36. Never mind, I was wrong. 36. 108 divided by 3 is 36 times pi. Now, if you don't have a calculator, so for instance, you're doing this all in your head, which a lot of times the ISAT makes you do, your geometry teachers will probably make you do this. And then really, like, up until college, they get really lazy. They know you have a calculator, but they're still like, just leave the pi. You just leave it like this, 36 pi. Done, right? If you have a calculator and your teacher and or professor is requiring you to use the pi, so evaluate with the pi, then you're going to take your calculator. You are once again going to turn off auto lock. You're going to go to your calculator, and you'll notice there is no pi symbol on that. Okay, if you have pi symbol on your phone, awesome for you. You don't have to do this. No pi symbol on that, so turn it to the side. And there is a pi symbol. Your science teacher is snapping me. Okay, pi is right down at the very bottom here. And it's as easy as this. You just do 36 times that little pi there. Right, and then equals. And it looks like this turns out to be 113.097, which is where we're going to leave it. 113 times 0, or 0.097. Okay, and that ends up being it. So, again, this is in terms of cubic. If I fill this full of water, then it's cubic gallons, cubic feet, whatever we're counting cubic in. Whatever the radius was counted in the first place. Okay? Okay, this is sphere. I will admit sphere is by far the hardest one, simply because of that 4/3 makes everything nasty. The 4/3 and the cube aren't great. But after this, everything is downhill. So I'll see you for the next video. Should be a cone.